Welcome to Helping Hands. This is where we recognise the positive contributions of the people who make the world a better place. Coming up today,
some people know everything about tools and some people don't know anything, but they just really love lending out tools and helping the community.
we visit a tool library.
A conversation could change a life. Everyone's gone through tough times and they've had a conversation that helped them.
The panel discuss positive mental health habits, and we invite you to connect at helpinghands.tv. With the influx of home makeover and renovation shows on TV, there has been a spike in DIY projects across Australia. The demand for tools has never been higher, but quite often these tools are used once or twice a year and left sitting on the shelf for the majority of their lifetime. This ultimately leads to unnecessary waste and landfill. The Inner West Tool Library in Sydney is a place where members can borrow the tools they need, complete their projects and return them, providing financial benefits for the members and environmental benefits for us all.
I came for the tools and stayed for the people.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Amy, I'm the founder of the Inner West Tool Library in Sydney. The Inner West Tool Library is just like a normal library, but it's a library of tools and other useful things that people can borrow like once or twice a year. It means they don't have to go out and buy these things. They can come in on a Saturday morning, pick up a ladder or, a pressure washer, and they get to take it home and use it and bring it back, just like a book library.
Fantastic. All right, well, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And
can I get a rake as well, please?
a rake. Oh, okay, sure.
Really proud to be part of, what's going on here with the community vibe and not buying unnecessary sort of machinery. So yeah, I think it's sort of love to support.
So Laura's helping you out or something?
A number of years ago, I did sort of like an outdoor furniture making workshop and realised I wouldn't mind doing this myself, but I need the tools to be able to do it. I didn't want to have to go out and buy all these things that I'd probably only use once a year. So I started looking into how to access tools and came across tool libraries. And there wasn't one in Sydney, so I thought I'd better set one up. So it's really, I guess, about having the access to those things that you need, but you don't actually want to have to go out and buy the thing. That was the yellow one. Okay, cool. Let's try a look.
I'm leveling a caravan.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want is something that like clenches onto that,
Okay.
that I can then turn.
So a big clamp.
Yeah, like a clamp.
Sounds good.
Yep, got my trolley jack, got my clamp.
So here in the tool library, we've got obviously tools, as the name explains, but we've got a whole bunch more. So we've got, power tools, there's gardening equipment, we've got camping gear, cooking equipment, we've even got a stand-up paddleboard. It's all of those things that you don't really need to have in your house, and you might only use it once or twice a year, like a lawnmower as well, very popular for lawnmowers in here.
What we've got here is basically we just got a bunch of shelves. They're numbered and lettered, and we keep track in our computerized system of exactly what shelf each tool sits on, and so they are roughly grouped according to sort of function. So here we've got some circular saws, here we've got some routers, but yeah, there is no existing system that we can use to sort them, so we've just got our own system.
When we have people coming in, often they don't really know how to use certain tools, and we say, okay, that's fine, we're here to help you out. You don't have to be an expert in tools at all. In fact, that's one of the things that we try and encourage here. It's for people to try on new jobs rather than necessarily have to go to tradie for everything. We don't just supply the tools, we try and supply some expertise as well.
So I bought a bicycle trailer and it has this kind of hitch that attaches on, but I've got nothing to attach it to the rack. So here's the goal.
Oh, okay, here we go.
This goes here, and then this is the thing that attaches to the trailer.
Okay.
And that needs to attach to that bracket.
Okay.
The holes in the bracket are too wide.
Just general suggestion is like bolt it on one side first to work out where the other hole is going to be when you need it. So I think that one should be a good start.
Yeah, great.
Give it a shot.
Really excited about the bike trailer. Then I can come and pick up heavy things from the tool library.
More power tools after the break.
There's such a great team. There's such a great team of people.
It's just really exciting to be in a space that's so interested in sharing knowledge within the community.
Oh, sure. I'm Cribbo and I'm a volunteer, so I come in on a Saturday and loan out the tools and bring them back in and put them away and, you know, just answer any questions people have. I'm not a tool ninja, so I don't know how all the tools work, but I can help do all the rest of it.
So the Tool Ninjas are primarily here to help people. So give advice to people when they come in and ask how they might go about something, or just make sure that people have picked the right tool to do the job.
I'm Phil. I'm a volunteer here at the Tool Library, and I've been here for pretty close to when it first started a couple of years ago. Right now, I am putting out an item for Sivanand. This item is a hole saw set. So this is for cutting holes. It's an attachment that you can put into a drill, and then that'll cut a nice shaped circle out of a piece of something, possibly a piece of timber. This item happened to have just actually come in from someone else who just returned it, and now it's going out again, which is cool. It's great to see things coming in and just going out. There's so much stuff being used all the time.
The great thing about the NOS Tool Library is we don't have a typical member. We have anyone from the ages 18 up to 80, and it's a pretty even split between male and female, and it's all sorts of people, just someone who just wants to come and mow their lawn, versus people who really know construction and they might be doing up their own home and they come in and borrow 7 items a week. So we have no one typical persona, I guess, of who comes. It's really anyone who needs to use anything from the library.
Write people's names next to their tools so that if we're busy when they come to collect it, they can just grab and go.
Hi, I'm Tiffany and I've come to pick up the pressure washer. I'm going to pressure clean a driveway cement thing. No idea how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to figure it out.
Reuse, reduce, recycle, that's them, yeah. Because people who borrow equipment are reusing it. It has been recycled, and it reduces the amount of products that are in the environment. Because I borrow stuff from here, I don't need to, purchase it.
Yeah, it's so fun. I feel like part of the joy of joining the library is to see all the different things that they've got, try different hobbies, and everyone here is so friendly. They'll definitely tell you how to use it and if you're going to use it wrong before you make that mistake yourself.
People come to us for advice about how to actually do things. That's just super fulfilling, and that's one of the things that kept me coming back. So I started my journey 4 years ago, shortly after we opened, and I was here every single week. So it was suggested that I might want to volunteer, and I did it, and I haven't looked back.
My name's Josh, this is Patrick and Henry, and we're here to pick up an electric lawnmower to go and tidy up the backyard today. It's great for the community. We come down almost every weekend to pick up a different bit of kit to tidy up the house or the backyard. Lots of members of the local community pop down here on the weekend. There's always a good queue of people trying to pick up various bits and pieces. It's great service, and it saves us having to buy it all ourselves and maintain it all. We can come down, have a chat to the team on the weekends and use what we need.
My favourite part was pushing the button and letting the gasket crack.
So the Inner West Tool Library is open on a Saturday morning from 9 till 12. We've got a team of about 25 volunteers, and they might only sort of volunteer once every 1 or 2 months, but that, it's still really nice to have them along, and everyone enjoys coming along to the tool library to sort of hang out with the other volunteers and meet members from the community.
Mr. Tyndale just brought this stuff back, and I'm just looking up right now where to put it back in the shelves.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, they were a new member. They just came last week, signed up while we were here.
Oh, great.
Went shopping, and, and came back today to drop off their stuff. So, yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is a drop saw for the customer that was looking for a drop saw to cut their Venetian blinds, and I am seeing if we can put this fine finishing blade on to replace the blade that's on there, and currently I'm struggling to find the right key to go into the slot here to take off the old blade.
They're such a great team. There's such a great team of people. They are really, some people know everything about tools and some people don't know anything, but they just really love the concept of lending out tools and helping the community.
I really love focusing on the community work that we're doing. So in addition to these workshops, I'm trying to establish communications with the Merrickville Community Gardens, and they also have a workshop space and might be interested in. It's just really exciting to be in a space that's so interested in sharing knowledge within the community.
If you are a helping hand, or would like to see a helping hand from your local community featured on this program, visit our website and be in touch. We'd love to hear about the people and organisations across Australia who are making the world a better place.
To find out more about the Inner West Tool Library, visit the Helping Hands directory page on our website and click on the links. The work started by Amy is providing many financial and environmental benefits and also building a community of like-minded people who come together around tools. Welcome back to Helping Hands, where we celebrate the people who make the world a better place. Our panel today joined Laura Bennett in the studio to discuss Are You OK? And look at how we can all maintain our own mental health and look out for those around us.
Hi there, thank you so much for joining us. With me on the panel today we have Brooke Prentice, a Waka Waka woman and Aboriginal and education consultant. We've also got Raewyn Elsgood from Sports Chaplaincy Australia, and also with us Graham Cowan, one of the founding board directors of Are You OK? Thank you all so much for joining us. Graham, with the Are You OK? Organisation, what was it that made you originally want to help set that up?
It was founded by Gavin Larkin, and he had the tragedy of losing his father to suicide. And it had happened 15 years before, but it still had a profound effect on the family. He was having to explain to his son why the grandfather wasn't around. And so he had this idea about starting this movement. And the tagline was that a conversation could change a life. And that really resonated with me, because when I went through really dark times myself, it was my parents' unwavering support of me that got me through. I wouldn't have made it without that support. So that's how I chose to be involved.
And Raewyn, we always hear, you don't know the private battles that people are facing, right? So when we meet new people or even with friends, how important is it that we're mindful of what mental health challenges they may be facing?
If you stop and you listen long enough to someone, meaning we've been given 2 ears and 1 mouth, it's good to remember to be able to lean into somebody and be aware that they've got a story, and that if we stop long enough that we will actually hear what they're trying to say and maybe what their needs are that we can lend a hand with.
And Brooke, when we look towards the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, so many have been disadvantaged for so long. What do these kind of conversations mean in those people's contexts?
It's really important in our context, especially it's not just disadvantage, it's in the face of injustice and poverty. And most non-Indigenous Australians don't realise the impacts that racism and discrimination have on the mental health of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. And it was a few years ago Beyond Blue did incredible research and work in this area. They found that 1 in 5 non-Indigenous Australians would move seats on the bus if we sat next to them. 1 in 10 non-Indigenous Australians wouldn't employ us for a job. So there's the disadvantage people are familiar with, there's the injustice that we face, and then there's these everyday occurrences. And it has a significant impact on our mental health as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples.
And knowing how prevalent mental health issues are, how they apply to different people then, we want to see these statistics change. What would you say, Graham, we can do to keep an eye out for mental health issues? Are there certain signs that something might be up with somebody?
Yeah, generally it's changes, changes in behaviour, changes in mood, changes in how they dress or don't dress, they become unkempt. So it generally is that. And of course, we can have an off day here or there, but if we see someone continually being different to what they normally are, that's a great prompt for asking, are you okay? Just saying, notice that, you're not going for your morning walk like you used to do. Is everything okay? Are you okay? Just observing what that behaviour change is and then asking that question. But also then waiting for the answer, just being silent and giving people the time to share what's going on for them.
And if the answer is, I'm not okay, things are really tough for me right now, what do you do in that instance?
You've got to be prepared that the answer is not okay. And then referral for me is the number one, have you got a trusted GP that you could go and see? Or can I come sit with you and listen for a bit longer and work out what it is you need? Because you don't know where they're in or what vulnerable situation, because everyone has a story.
And does the help that we offer, like Brooke, does the help that should be offered vary depending what people group you're offering support to?
I don't think it should. It should be the same, but sometimes for, say, different cultural backgrounds or gender or age, there might be additional things that are required. And so I think, the importance of seeing each other in our humanity, but then also who we are as individuals and walking alongside, that's a key term we use in terms of the reconciliation movement, non-Indigenous friends walking alongside us as Aboriginal peoples. And sometimes, we've got different contexts, different perspectives. And so that sitting down, we would say, let's go and grab a cuppa and have a cup of tea together and have that longer yarn. And for us as Aboriginal peoples, time has always, we've had time, but it's a different sense of time. It's the time that's required. And I think non-Indigenous peoples can learn a lot from that. And it's conversations like this that can bring us together in our humanity and seeing us as individuals as well.
So walking alongside and caring looks like listening.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the other thing for Aboriginal peoples is our sense of community. When one of us in our culture is sick or injured or missing, community isn't whole, but we're not whole as an individual.
Graham, is there anything you'd add to that? If we could be offering simple, methods of support to our community, to each other, what would that look like?
It is coming down to getting to know each other better, because then we know when someone might be different or making a change. We talk in Are You OK about a full-step process, and that's ask, and you make the observation about what you see and ask, are you OK? Listen without judgment, so show empathy and listen with care. Encourage action, that's to see a GP or call a helpline or whatever. And C is for check in, come back, and a few days later said, oh, did you go and see a GP?
It's great advice. Thank you all so much for your contributions. And we have talked about some difficult themes, so if you do need to talk to somebody about your mental wellbeing, you can call Lifeline on 13 11 14. Thank you so much for watching.
If there's a topic that you'd like to see discussed on Helping Hands, visit our website and be in touch. We love talking about the things that make the world a better place.
What are some of the positive mental health habits you have incorporated into your life? Watch the extended panel discussion on our website and on our social channels throughout the week and contribute to this conversation. Being part of a community with a common cause is one way to help maintain positive mental health habits. Regular integration with others, looking out for a friend, and regular exercise are all good things to do, not only for yourself, but for family and friends. I have found that when I make it a priority to connect with those around me, I feel a lot better, and so do my friends. I'd like to encourage you to reach out to a friend this week and ask, are you okay? And if you need to, reach out to a loved one to discuss anything you need to get off your plate. Also, if you need someone to talk to, you can call Lifeline on 13 11 14.
Let us know about the Helping Hands in your local community at helpinghands.tv. Send a photo or a short video and tell us about your local heroes in 25 words or less.
Thanks for being part of the program today. Thanks to Laura and the panel and Amy and the team at the Inner West Tool Library. Follow us online and subscribe to Helping Hands on our website to be part of the Helping Hands family. I hope you will join us again next week.